Hi, I'm Meg. It's lovely to meet you if you're new, and it's so gorgeous to see you again if you're an OG. I am going to jump straight into this because I am going on a holiday next week, literally a week today, and I have got the absolute pleasure. I love this part of a holiday. I've got lots of new things to try on, and I thought, why not just stick the camera on so that we can try them on together. I know there's going to be some hits. I know inevitably there's going to be some misses as well. So let's go on that journey together. Also, Taylor Swift and Taylor Kelsey. Okay, my brain is clearly scrambled still from this information. So Taylor and Travis yesterday released their engagement photos and announced the whole thing. I'm surprised I can focus or think about anything else because it is consuming me. So if you want to have some excitement together as fellow Swifties in the comments, then obviously hit a girl up. Without further ado, I am going to get into trying these holiday items on. Okay, we're jumping in at the holiday deep end with some swimwear. I bought this black kind of crinkle swimsuit from PLT, and it's actually such nice material. I think it looks a lot more expensive than it actually is. I've popped just a little sheer sarong over it because I don't think you're allowed to show too much on YouTube, but it's quite high cut. It's got like a 90s shape to it, and this is like an immediate no-brainer. Yes, I love the straps with the little brown beads here. Can you see? I feel like it's quite 90s. And I did also get from the same store this kind of beachy cover-up. Okay, I'm trying this on and I'm already thinking this is pretty cute, although I'm not 100% sure it goes with like the shape of my swimming costume. It doesn't actually look as nice with the swimsuit as I was expecting. I was thinking it would look like a pretty seamless fit, but maybe this little cover-up is something to put on over top of a bikini rather than a swimming costume. But I think it's really sweet. I can imagine having this just like rolled up in my beach bag. It's that kind of crochet beachy material, just rolled up in my beach bag like this. Flip-flops, sun hat. I do actually have a new sun hat as well. So this big hat, this little dress, a beach bag, flip-flops, like I would be good for the day. So like I said, not 100% sure about it over top of this particular swimsuit, but over top of a bikini, like 100%. I'm just putting on some heeled sandals with this little kind of mint green coord. I got this in the sale. It was such a good price, and I really like coords because it feels like good value for money because you're getting two separates that obviously go together, but you could wear them with other items as well. The skirt has quite a big waistband on it, so I'm just trying to figure out the most flattering look for the waistband. But the top, I actually think I really like this for dinner in the evening, like a little beachy dinner. I feel as though this is very flattering. And on my complexion, I have no idea which season I am. You know, when people do like their colours and their colour seasons, I have no idea what I am, but I feel as though this suits me. What do we think? Ignore the fact that I have black underwear on right now. You can kind of see it because this is like a crochet material, but this is another little coord, which I thought would be cute if the weather is cooler in the evening. This looked very cute on the model. It's also very me. My family have a running joke that anything cream and anything that's like slightly lacy and like white long sleeves tops, I just have so many of them. I do think you're meant to wear the skirt a little bit lower on your hips and not quite so high-waisted. However, I don't think I'm really a belly button out kind of girl, but I think this is quite adorable. Imagine with sunglasses, maybe the big straw hat as well. I've got a feeling that's quite sweet with the right underwear on. This one is, just let me get the sandals on because this is how I would wear it. This one is a real toughie. Part of me thinks it's absolutely stunning. Part of me doesn't think it fits quite right. It has this zip at the back which is kind of bunching. I do, however, have this little tool from TikTok that puts a temporary stitch. Have you guys seen it? It's like a little fabric gun, and it puts a temporary stitch. So you could literally, I have a strapless nude bra on right now, I could literally like staple the top of the dress to the bra. I'm just not 100% sure it like does me any favors, although I think the actual flow of this like long stem flower dress is absolutely beautiful and very elegant. Maybe watching this back when I do the edit will kind of help me decide, because this is such a good way of mirroring, but obviously I'm relying on your guys' opinion as well, because You do always know best. This one may be a winner, although I'm not sure if it's a winner for a summer beach holiday. We're going to a Spanish coastal town, and this isn't the thickest material. Like, it looks tweedy, but it's not that kind of thick, itchy tweed in the slightest. However, I still think it's going to be too warm for holiday, although I do actually love it. I may still keep it just as a little dress, because this, especially with these little Fourth and Reckless heels that I've got on, which have the gold disc on the front, they go so nicely with the gold disc buttons. And I think this with an updo is quite a chic little, just like dinner kind of date night. I don't know, you could wear it for so many things. I actually think this is a very me and cute, chic little sleeveless dress. Sorry, I'm really conscious. I think I call everything little. I would try and rein that in so it doesn't get annoying. But this, I genuinely think this is like very, very me. Part of me wishes it was a little bit more fitted around the waist, but I actually think it makes it more chic that it's kind of got a straighter style to it. I adore this red coord. I got this from ASOS a while ago, so that's why there are no tags on it, because I bought it and I have been wearing it. I love that it's separates, because again, you can mix and match the top and the skirt with different things, but I think it's so cute. The colour is very, very fun. I love the colour of it, and it's also just very stretchy and comfortable. So that for me, after like a lovely holiday dinner, I think this is a really beautiful kind of day or night outfit. Oh my goodness, I'm all hot and sweaty. I have a Sula now from trying this little top on. It took me a while to figure it out, and they have, because obviously this is a trial and I haven't taken the tags off yet, the necktie is secured with a little plastic tag here, so I can't 100% show you guys what it's meant to look like, but it's meant to be a little strapless bandeau brown zebra print top, and then it has this scarf which you just kind of hang and let flow down the back of you. And then I got this little brown skirt because I thought this would go quite nicely with it. However, I'm not sure whether the material of the top looks a little bit cheap. It's kind of hard to get the vision without the scarf on properly, but hopefully you can get like a semblance of an idea of what I was going for with this one. I'm not quite sure, and I always think if it's not an immediate yes, it's probably a no, so I'm assuming it's going to be a no for this one. Then next up I have this. I'll do this next because the segue works quite well, because this is also practically exactly the same print. So I already had this bikini, which I absolutely love. It's one of my favourites, and then I found on ASOS a matching sarong, and obviously I had to get it. This is definitely another yes, especially once you do the whole kind of sunglasses, big sun hat, beach bag kind of vibe. I think that's really cute. However, the only design flaw I think this has is that it has these seams running down the side, and I want this bit to cover my front, because to me that's the whole point of a cover up, is to kind of cover up, you know what I mean? But where I've pulled it across and tied it at my side so that the front of the material hangs over like my legs, etc. My legs, etc. God, I'm literally trying so hard not to beat around the bush, literally. But then the seam is kind of running in an odd place. However, I think it's something I can definitely get over, because I'm very happy that I didn't need to like buy a whole new bikini set with a matching sarong. It was quite fun to find one that matches a bikini that I already love so, so much. This dress is one that you will have seen so many times on my Instagram. If you follow me over there, I've worn it practically non-stop. It's been one of those dresses that I bought and then literally wore it in summer, washed it, wore it, washed it, wore it, washed it. It was never off my washing line down in the little courtyard that I've got down there. It's from Bershka, and I just think it's the most wearable, floaty, stretchy, pretty, easy dress in the world, and you can definitely dress it up or dress it down like this with a hat and those little heels and a nice handbag, sunglasses, gorgeous. However, I also think this could be like an airport outfit, especially with, I got this from TikTok Shop really recently. It's a knitted hooded cardigan, and you are going to have a hard time getting me out of this cardi come the autumn and the winter, because it's so gorgeous. But this to me is like the perfect airport cardigan. So this with flip-flops, I honestly just think this is so easy, so comfortable. I am completely in love and obsessed. It's like the softest, cutest cardigan I have ever owned. I love it. Oh, I am on the fence about this one. So I recently discovered, if you follow me on TikTok, I recently discovered there's this little tab on the app where companies basically apply to send you PR samples, and this was in the little PR samples, and I thought it looked really sweet on the model. However, you know, things do look different on the model, and I'm not sure about this. It looks as though it's a little dress, which I love, but it's actually shorts. And my favourite thing about this immediately is just the comfort. This is so ridiculously comfy. I feel as though I'm wearing pyjamas. So this, again, going for like a big slap up meal out on holiday, this may just be like a very, very comfortable, yet also quite pretty option. I think I'm just not, so I have a little mirror down here on my desk. I'm just not 100% sure. I do think it's very sweet, but something in me is just not completely there with it, so let me know. Andy Anderson called. She wants her dress back. This, I think, may be the dress of the video. I absolutely love it. I got it from TikTok Shop, of all places, and it's just so beautiful. I love everything about it. It fits like a glove. You know when a dress is just like a second skin? It fits me so perfectly, and for my height as well. It's one of my favourite colours. I will probably save this for a night when we are going for like a fancier meal, but this is just an absolute slay. Shut the front door because I am obsessed with this as well. Actually goes so nice with my nails. I have sparkly hibiscus inspired nails at the moment. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll understand the hibiscus reference. I'm basically manifesting for a new house via a hibiscus bush and via my nails. Doesn't make sense, but it would if you followed me. Let me explain it to you in the comments if you're out of the loop on that one. But this little dress, I actually got this as a kind of beachy throw on, like we're at the beach chilling, but we want to just throw some clothes on over the top and go and get some food for lunch, and then we're going to go back to like reading our books on the beach again. I would wear this with like a white sheer linen shirt over the top, and this just on top of a bikini. But it reminds me, I think this is why I love it so much, it reminds me of a kind of early noughties Britney Spears, or like an Amanda Bynes in a very classic 2000s movie that I would have just loved, and the main character would have been wearing a little dress like this, and I would have been 10 years old and I would have wanted it really badly. That's what it makes me think of. I absolutely love it. I think it's so fun. I think it's quite young. I think it's quite playful. I love the little low scoop back on it. This with flip-flops is a vibe. Also, just to add to the 90s vibe, I have loads of these hibiscus flower claw clips, and just like throwing this up and putting my hair in a messy bun with a claw clip with this dress. I just feel as though it's very late 90s, early noughties, and I'm here for it. Oh my gosh, speak about going back to the early noughties, because I bought a tankini, and I have not worn a tankini for like a couple of decades, I don't think. I said to my boyfriend, oh, I bought a new tankini for our holiday, and he was like, what is a tankini, when it's up and dressed? And I had to explain to him. I've put on this little sarong with it. I don't think it really goes, but again, I've only just made my return to YouTube. I don't want to get booted off for indecent exposure, so I've just popped this over the top, but the bottoms are really nice and high rise, and I actually like, they kind of give like a bit more coverage than some of the bikinis at the moment. I really can't be dealing with this like dental floss situation, but it's nice, isn't it? And I think this looks really adorable. I love that it has like built-in padding in the top, and it just feels like very, very comfortable. I know I'm going to be super comfortable on the beach in this. I know I'm going to absolutely love this one once it's on properly. I can't quite do up this little strap at the back because it's quite fiddly and I can't reach. So I asked Millie, but she said she doesn't have opposable thumbs, so she was no good. But I can already tell that this dress is going to be one I just get so much wear out of. Like, the neckline is so flattering, and it almost gives the illusion of kind of like capped sleeves with the lace, and then the lace continues down the side of the dress. This is absolutely beautiful. Again, it's kind of giving me like Amanda Bynes back in the day energy. I think this is really pretty, really flattering, and just like very, very me, which is obviously important. Sometimes I don't know if I have like a very strong sense of style, and then I try things like this on and I'm like, it's so me. It's actually ridiculous. This is like perfect. You'll be glad to hear that we are almost at the end. This is the second to last dress, and I'm also really glad because I want to go back on my phone and zoom in on Taylor Swift's engagement photos yet again. But this is a really interesting dress. I think I love it. I've never really had anything like this before. It's such a bright, vibrant colour. The only thing I don't know if I love about it is that it's very tight to the very, very bottom of the dress. Oh my gosh, I'm actually hot and out of breath, but it has this really gorgeous kind of ombre effect where it goes into a deeper turquoise the lower down you get. And I think it's really beautiful and actually quite a special dress. I just don't know whether I'd feel a bit too like Barbie shuffling around because it's so tight at the bottom. You can't really take big steps. I would be like that viral video of Kim Kardashian. She's trying to walk up the stairs and she's like this. However, I do think it is beautiful and the pattern is like nothing I've ever owned before, and the colours, it is gripping me. I think it might have to be a yes. Oops, I just knocked the whole tripod over. Okay, I wish that I had left the camera on whilst I was trying to get into this dress, because guys, I cannot figure out these shoulders. I think I've got it right like that. That to me looks right. However, there's this bit of material and I just cannot for the life of me, like it doesn't go over. It only really works if you keep your arm in it, but then that feels a bit funny. Am I totally missing something? I mean, it's definitely not a holiday dress. It has way too much fabric and it's too formal and the material is a bit too thick. Like there's layers and layers in this shoulder piece here. However, I wanted to include it anyway. I tried it on and I was like, okay, this doesn't really fit in a holiday haul, but it's so beautiful. It's like modern day Cinderella, and I simply couldn't like not show it to you, because this, if you have a kind of late summer wedding coming up, they did it in tons of colours. I'm a very like baby blue, aqua blue kind of person, and this like with hair up as well to give a bit more, oh, my arm just creaked, just reminding me that I'm over 30, but this with hair up so that all the attention is kind of on the dress and the shoulder detail. That's beautiful. If I've done this wrong, please let me know. I really look forward to reading all of your comments and seeing what you like and what you don't like. I'm also really looking forward to packing and obviously going on holiday. My partner and I have actually never been abroad together, so this will be a really special first holiday, like away for the two of us. So I hope you're having a great summer. I'm still quite confused about this dress, but I'm gonna go and check Taylor's Instagram. Oh, bless you, Lily. I think she wants a bit of attention as well, so I'm going to go and give the cat some cuddles in true Taylor Swift fashion. But thank you so much for watching. It always means the absolute world to me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!